All right, what's up, family? Check this one out. It's one that you all have dealt with sometime or another or going to deal with, and that's jealousy. So we're going to title this simple. Is it jealousy? Now, there's so many different ways that we could explain jealousy. And if you look up the word, what it simply means is feeling or showing envy towards someone because of their achievements or their advantages. So there's so many levels of jealousy that we go through when we're in a relationship with someone. You go, man, you was jealous. Wow, you was jealous because somebody said hi to me. You was jealous?
But it does make you kind of feel good when your spouse, whether it's your girlfriend or boyfriend, husband or wife, they get they have a slight jealous because they still say, I don't want nobody to be looking at me, because that's part of loving. I think that's part of showing that you truly love, and you don't want nobody to be, no one making sure that they don't take you away from them.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of, it has a little sense of humor out of it.
Yeah.
Sometimes things like jealousy is got an ugly way of being.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, why I say I'm gonna just touch on something. I'm sure y'all can drop in the comments things that you've been through or things that you see as jealousy or that you went through, right? But watch this. Let's just say you and your woman is at a function somewhere. You're at a job function, you're at a friend's function, you're at a family function, right? And let's say when you're at that family function, I'm gonna just take us for example. Let's say we're at a family function, right? And my cousin Tony over here is telling a joke, and here it is, my wife cracking up laughing. Joke ain't even that funny, but she cracking up laughing.
Well, to you it might not be funny, but to as your wife, it might be hilarious. Like,
okay,
wow,
and we might let that slide. We'd be like, okay, man, it'd be funny to her. Don't mean funny to me. Okay, whatever. But then he do something else, and he trip and he laugh about it, and then here you is cracking up again. He ha 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 ha. Right? At some point you're gonna be like, yo, and then any and everything he do, you cracking up laughing, and you the loudest one there. Eventually, any guy gonna be like, yo, what's so funny? I mean, everything he do is so damn funny to you. What? And like you said before, before we did the video, my wife said, you might not address it at the moment, but when y'all get home, it's gonna be a war. Cause you're gonna be like, why the hell you thought everything he did was so damn funny? Everything he said, if he fart, you think it's funny. What, something going on? Something going on with y'all?
Now that I gotta say, I mean, that you're going overboard just to feel fit in. I think it's one of the parts when you try to feel fit in, or try to make a person to.
So you think I would be exaggerating because I said you can keep laughing, and all you're doing is trying to fit in, and the joke might have been funny.
Yeah.
So you think I'm going overboard?
No, at a certain extent, yeah, it is. Because sometimes a person reacts in such a way they don't even see themselves saying, you need to control yourself. And sometimes just you let the person let go of their ignorance of you. Somehow you making other people think of you otherwise.
That's a good way to put it.
So you have to say to yourself, you need to control yourself. Don't wait till somebody tells you what you're doing wrong. You find yourself to say, that attitude is just...
Because I've always said that to you and the girls, it's nothing better when you check yourself. Check yourself. I opposed to someone else happening to do. You're right, I like that.
Yeah, and then sometimes that spouse or girlfriend, whatever, they having a bad day. And it seems like they don't find anything funny. But the person right next to, the person that is with you, they in such a happy moment. They feel like they're up in the clouds.
But you extra loud. It's extra funny.
Well, yeah.
And you all right, now watch this. Okay, let's put the shoe on the other foot. Okay, we over at your family house. And let's just say it's your female cousin that you never was too fond of anyway. Right? And everything she do, I'm over here going, yo, Maritza, that's funny. And Maritza come over and give me a high five. And Maritza like, yeah, what's up, dude?
Well, yeah.
And me and her cracking up. I'm sure then you'll be like, I mean, everything she said and do, you over here laughing like y'all buddy. Something going on?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna react that way because I'm not fond of her.
Yeah.
Me and her, we got some type of such a way of feeling.
Okay,
with each
even
other.
if it was just some random girl. Okay, we ain't even gotta go with your cousin. Let's say it was just some girl we had at an event we at a sports bar, and whatever this female over there doing, everything she do and say, I'm finding it so daggone funny. I'm sure you're gonna be like, I don't see why you think everything she do is funny. What is so funny? Like, it's jealousy.
It is, but sometimes the things can be funny. Like if you're going to an event, a comedian, some of the jokes you don't find it funny, but I find it hilarious.
True.
We all have that state of mind, and our sense of humor different than the spouse. So you gotta say to yourself, you can't get all bent out of shape and all that.
I'm about to get. Watch this. I got a good one for y'all.
What?
Since you said that, back in the days, my daughters could contest to this. Back in the days,
babe, but that was
I'm gonna get you. That's different. Who she Red from Friday? That was different. You Red. But anyway, watch this. Back in the days.
Before you even tell us so, because I know exactly what you're going to say, I want you to hear it very clearly in my perspective and in his perspective, okay? And then you tell me what you think. Am I right by reacting the way I did?
Jealousy. Remember, jealousy means to have feelings of envy towards someone because of their achievements or advantages. Now watch this.
All right, go ahead.
Back in the days, one of my dudes, he hooked me up with the whole season tickets for the female Rutgers games, basketball games. You know, my oldest daughter was big on basketball. She was on the team. She was a star player on the team. So we went to all the games, and he had it hooked up to where she could be the ball girl. She did the mopping in between, like the timeouts and half. She had a great privilege. She was shooting on the court with them. She met Vivian Stringer and all of that. That was all great. Got a signed basketball and all that with him. Everything was great. He hooked it all up. But anyway, while we was at the game, all of a sudden at one of the games we had this random lady was just sitting near us. We didn't know her. None of us knew her. And when a good play happened, you know, I was cheering, my daughter was cheering, my other daughter, and this and that. Next thing you know, I guess it got attention of the other lady in front of us. And by that, next thing you know, she came up and sat next to us. And we was going play for play, like, yeah, this and that, this and that. And next thing you know, my wife here.
No.
She was like,
that's not.
Looking at the lady like, how's she gonna be sitting there talking to you the whole time? We talk about the game.
Explain it how it was. Listen, I didn't find anything wrong for the lady to approach. Yeah, it's part of the game. Every parent and every person got it to enjoy. No, you're not gonna think nothing of it.
Okay. You said let me tell the whole story. So let me tell the whole story.
Go ahead.
So now we talking about the game. And my wife felt she tapped me on the shoulder and was like, why that lady on sitting next to you? I was like, babe, we talking about I said, we talking about the game. And then halftime came, my daughter went down, you know, mopping the floor, and then she was shooting around. And my daughter had a sick 3-pointer shot, right? And the lady was like, oh my gosh, that girl is so good. And she's like, that's your daughter, right? And we was going on and on about my daughter. And my wife, again, was tapping me going, why she study here the whole time? I mean, she said what she had to say. Why she still here, right? And I'm like, babe, we talking about the game. Why is you letting this bother you, right?
No, she was talking to him about the game. And of course, my daughter was there.
And then our daughter came up.
She had the full attention to you. A woman knows.
About the game.
A woman knows. I bet that if it was the other way around, and a man would constantly approach us, and what a coincidence.
Okay, I would have been part of the conversation. You wasn't part of the conversation.
Yes,
you didn't even try.
Yes, I did, Papi. It wasn't much of a conversation, but at least I agreed. I said, oh yeah, that's right, yeah. But because you knew more about the game, I let you talk.
Yeah.
Now it's not about who knows more
about
the game or whatever. No, it's not about.
Okay, let me finish, because she said tell the whole story.
Okay.
Now watch this. Now on another day, we come to the game. A week later, right? We come to the game, and when we get to the game today, all of a sudden we're going to sit where we normally sit. And my wife here, she said, nah, let's not sit here. Let's go all the way over here to the bottom over here. So we went and sat on the bottom. Next thing you know, after the first quarter, somehow the lady knew exactly where we was at. She came right over to us, and we was chatting and talking and having a good time, like cheering, jumping up, yelling, yeah, we was cheering. And then here go this joke again. She's like, here she go again. We sat on this side, she came. So on another day, we went and sat all the way at the top of the bleachers. The lady found us. On another game, we went and sat in the middle all the way to this side.
What a coincidence.
So it was as if the lady was doing this right here. She was coming into the game like this.
Yeah, that's you basically.
Oh, there they go right there. And come over
You
to us.
actually could say that. What a coincidence that no matter where we was, she was right there.
But we talking about the game, and then this joke was so mad. But then watch this. Like she said, I don't mean to be hogging it all up. She said tell the whole story. What made it even more funny was my two daughters. They clowns like me. They was dogging her. They was dogging her. And
Well,
on our ride home, we got stuck in traffic. And my youngest daughter, she's like, "Oh man, I think that's that lady car right there, Mommy. There goes a blue car. I think because I seen her driving a blue car."
I'm glad you
She got mad at that.
No,
And then my other daughter's like, "Yeah, Mommy, how you gonna get mad? All Daddy was doing was talking about the game with the lady. What you getting so mad for? Look at her. She getting mad now. She getting mad because I'm missing the lady name. She get mad. She was mad at my daughters now. She was mad.
but you know, I mean,
And we was clowning her like crazy.
no. If you really think about, it and stop pointing out about me just being jealous because the lady would have, for once, and you just sit back and say to yourself, "Wow, yeah, this lady's giving me too much attention."
We
Wouldn't
talking
that put
about
a
the
light bulb?
game.
Yeah, it don't matter.
In front of you.
No.
It ain't like it was, yo, let's come over here to the side.
But you know there are female and there are men
Mm-hmm.
that they don't have respect
I get
for
what you're
for their spouse, whether it's a man or a woman.
Uh-huh.
They don't have the respect.
I agree.
So there's always going to be a line, a limit where you got to say, "Oh, okay, well, listen, not attention. We all came together. Let me give that full attention to my wife,
True.
even though."
Now,
Then
I
I
agree
know.
with everything she's saying. It's just that what made it more funny was my daughters was pouring it on thick. They was dogging her every day. Even if any little thing happened at the house, they was like, "Oh, we gonna go to the game. We gonna go sit. We don't need you to come. We gonna go sit with that lady." And she'd be like, "So y'all think y'all funny? Y'all always playing little jokes, but it ain't funny. Y'all gonna see when y'all get older. You shouldn't be letting nobody close to your man like that." And I'm like, "Babe, we talking about the game." And she was still.
But that's no different than what you're
My daughters was
No,
dogging
but
her, yo.
that's no different than when you're saying, why you find that person so hilarious?
Yeah.
No, you found that lady to have a great conversation, and you was fully
was
involved in
mad.
her conversation. Now,
No, you was jealous.
no, I was not.
You
No,
was jealous.
okay, maybe I had a little
You
bit of
was
jealousy for the
jealous.
simple fact that you got females or men out there that they don't give the respect.
Uh-huh.
They could see you even with a wedding band, a wedding band, knowing that they are with somebody, and they just still be all up in their faces.
Now I love that you brought that wedding band thing up, because watch this. I remember back in the days, my wife used to get on my case about, "Babe, you ain't wearing your wedding band. You ain't wearing, why, what?" And then she questioned me in a way, like it was an interrogation. She's like, "Why is it that I almost never see you with your wedding ring on?" And I told her, I said, "Babe, it ain't that." I said, "Listen, I go to the weight room every now and then. When I'm using metal, it like kind of crushes. I don't want it to damage. So I take it off. I put it in my pocket. Sometimes I forget it's in my pocket." I said, "But yo, trust me when I tell you, babe, I get more attention from women when I wear my ring. Any married man out there will tell you that. I get less attention when I don't wear a ring. It's when I wear the ring when I get the most attention, because it goes back to that old thing in the Bible. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Women want to be more, they want to, how did the saying go? People are more attracted to things that is considered desirable. See, they want to be with you because they see you got a man. They want to be with him because they see she got a woman. But the guy over there that's single, he don't get that much attention. The woman over there that's single, she don't get that much attention. But the one that's have someone that make other people want, they go, "Oh, she or he is desirable." So my wife's like, "Why you ain't got your ring on?" Right, because of weightlifting. But other than that, I said, trust me, I get more attention when I wear it. That's what I.
So if that's the case, that's what that woman was doing. She was more desirable because you had a woman by your side.
Yeah.
It's almost like she was in
It was
she's
so
trying to be in
funny.
a competition. But the thing is that was making me more mad is because y'all wasn't seeing it the way I was seeing it.
Yeah.
And it's like, why?
Oh, I didn't
why
have to say
the
that.
world-
My daughters. Well, I'll do it. I keep saying my daughters. Our daughters, I'm telling you, they was hilarious. And my wife, next thing you know, they got in the argument because she was like, "Look, I don't even appreciate y'all taking this as a joke. Y'all taking this as a big joke. Everything with y'all is a joke around here." Like, and we like, look how serious she got. She's
No,
serious.
out of 100 people, what a coincidence. She was always landing where we was at, and another coincidence. She had no man and she had no kids around her. I think she did spoke about her kids, but she never once spoke about her man.
Yeah.
Maybe she was around there trying to get lucky with somebody, whether it was a person that's married or not.
So,
But the
title of
respect
the video,
wasn't even there.
Is it jealousy?
The
We got to-
respect was not even there. That's all I'm saying. Now, we go to certain events and you have a great time and you're feeling so like on the clouds. Yeah, you're going to find everything. But honestly, baby, that doesn't mean that you're finding interested in that person or whatever
jealousy.
on the jealousy time. But you know what? It's like that's like a sparkle in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Once in a while, you have to let a person know, yeah, I'm jealous. I'm jealous that, you know, somebody can come up to you and talk to you or give you the eye, or we're both walking with our hands and we're actually walking and I see females looking at you. You know, believe it or not, that doesn't make me jealous. It makes me happy because I have a wonderful trophy
Good.
in my
Appreciate it.
hand.
Same
So,
with you.
but then what I don't like is that if we're invited somewhere and I'm in a conversation with you or I'm sitting with you and this woman comes and appears and just talk, knowing that we're
All the
together, and that person automatically, that female automatically gives you all the full attention. Now that's a light bulb for me.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna get jealous. You know what I'm saying? So
That, you know, that remind me of you saying that. It's plenty of times, let's say we might be at the local Home Depot, grocery store, wherever, right? And there's been so many times you have said this to me. You go, yeah, I'm like, yo, I was trying to find I was trying to find, you know, when we was in the store trying to find this or find that. And then my wife would say, yeah, well, while you was trying to find that, you should have asked that lady that was walked by the aisle. I was like, what? What? Oh, one of the workers? She's like, no, that lady that was all in your face. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then my wife be like, see, you know what's crazy, babe? See, it be women that be all in your face checking you out and you don't even see it. But they be staring at you the whole time.
like like as if he's
And I'm like,
blind.
yo, but not because my eye and my attention is not thinking about them. That's where your mind is at. You like, oh, somebody trying to get my man. And it's like, I'm like, man, I'm trying to find this part that I'm trying to get. Now, if this lady was just being nice, she'd see it as something else. And then she'd tell me, see, you don't even see it. I'm like, because I'm not trying to see it.
But do you remember, okay, so since you're saying that, do you remember back in New Jersey when we were, and then the Spanish people lived across the street?
Uh-huh.
And the Puerto Rican,
Oh, he was straight
But
disrespectful.
I'd see, but that's the thing. I didn't look at that way because it was not in my conscience or anything.
No, he was like a
You know,
racist, though. And that's why I say I can't stand when I see a Spanish person being racist. It's like, what? What's she talking about? It was we lived in this area for almost 28 years. This was a new family that just moved there. They only been there for a year and a half. I would come outside. This dude wouldn't say hi, good morning, nothing. My wife would come outside. She could be wearing an invisible cloak. He'd be like, hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I'm like, yo, here it is. I'm outside with a bright green fluorescent suit. He don't say nothing. So I'm like, yo, dude, this dude. And then I found out through my other neighbors, they was like, yo, this dude, we live right next to him. He don't say nothing to us. But your wife come outside because she's Spanish and he's Spanish. He feel like he got to go out of his way. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? And I'm like, yo, man, this guy.
You would form conversations, but it's just some people, their ignorance make it.
I wasn't jealous, or I just used to laugh at it. I was like, yo, this dude, he's so obvious with his BS.
But the thing is that a person will carry certain ways of just making a fool out of themselves. They don't realize, like, you know, you're being disrespectful.
Yeah.
And that's not only about.
Remember, before we moved, I was giving a lot of our stuff away because I was like, I ain't gonna sell, I'm just giving it away. I called him on. He was in his yard, in the front yard, and I said, hey, I forgot his name. Don't even matter. Let's just go with Jose, typical Spanish name. I was like, yo, Jose, yo, no lie, this is what this guy did. When I said, hey, Jose, he was like this. Say Jose.
Jose.
And you had to say it again.
Jose.
What is it, man? No lie, he did me just like, and I was like, what? I said, yo, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. And then it was like 10 minutes later, he came over anyway, and I wound up giving him a harness. I should have kept. I felt like, man, I should have kept that. I was just trying to. We leave, and I'm gonna give you some nice stuff, and I ain't gonna charge you a penny. But I was like, I felt stupid. Like I shouldn't have gave him, because that wasn't nothing about jealousy. It was blatant racism from a Spanish person. Disrespect. There you go.
Well, let's just say about the disrespect side, along with jealousy.
Uh-huh.
That's what people do.
Yeah.
Then not only it wasn't mostly me being jealous. Going back to your story,
Oh, she's still on the
about
basketball
female-
girl,
no,
lady.
it's about the disrespect. This woman knows that this man has a woman on his side, meaning I'm pretty sure she knew that that's his wife.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, she would just look at me in a few seconds, and then all the attention was on him.
And our daughters, well, mostly Ashley.
Yeah, but we're speaking about you at this
But
moment.
when she was having a full conversation with Ashley, because Ashley know about the game.
Oh, and get this and check this out, and you was from smile to smile.
It was the lady, me, and Ashley. It wasn't you or Jada. It was mostly me, the lady, me, and Ashley, because Ashley know all about the game. I know about the game, and the lady knew. You and Jada didn't know that much about the game, so she conversating with us. We going play for play. And what, like
See,
I said, what made it worse was that our two daughters, they was drilling her big time at the game, on the ride home, at home, a week later, a month later, to this day.
No, it just mostly made me upset because they weren't trying to see it the way I see it as a woman and as his wife. That's all it was. I was not getting...
You're jealous.
No, I was not getting jealous. It was just more of a disrespect.
Yeah, I get you.
And it's like, what a coincidence. Out of a couple of hundred people in order, she was right in our faces.
Now
What
what
a
you said, like for
coincidence.
example,
What a
when
coincidence. It
we
could be
sat
anywhere.
all the way at the top,
Yeah.
and the lady, she did find us. Yo, no lie, as the lady was walking up the stairs, here go my wife, like, she's like, here come this lady. Oh my gosh, out of all these people, she gonna come way up here where we are. And then once again, I didn't have to say nothing. My daughter was like, Mommy, oh my gosh, so why you letting this lady get to you?
I think you were as an adult and know that you would have looked more far apart of where I was seeing it
I
that
was,
way.
but you know
Because
why?
imagine if that was a
The
man.
other way around,
The
yeah.
other way around. What would be your
I would have been into
reaction?
the conversation.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not saying I don't understand where you come from, because I think it was more funny to me because our two daughters made it hilarious.
Well, of course,
How-
they're young and kids.
Yeah,
I mean, of
because
course
I
they're
didn't have
gonna
to say
take
nothing.
that.
They were just going on. You know, they just kept going. They just kept, and I was like, I was just laughing, and that was making you more mad that they keep clowning around, and I'm laughing.
Like, I'm not too much experience about basketball. I just know that I love the game, and I'm still learning the process of the names of the
Players
game
and
and
all
the
in the
players
game, yeah.
and all that. But back then, I didn't even know nothing about it, so I was clueless.
Yeah, and see,
But
that's all
because
it was. She was.
yeah.
It's like you.
But
Yeah,
that's why I wasn't making I wasn't making
Yeah.
too much of a conversation because I didn't want nothing stupid coming out of my mouth.
But
Just
then you
because-
turned it to, oh, this lady. Oh my gosh, she's in your face all the time.
No, but I wasn't disrespectful either. All I
No,
said
you
was
wasn't.
like,
I
yeah, exactly. I was kind of agreeing, but I was feeling left out.
Yeah.
I think that was
That's
what it was. I was feeling left out.
Yeah.
And this woman knows, like, why don't you just look at why don't you look at me more than just looking at my man and making part of the conversation?
She's like, you ain't gonna take my
Because
man.
that's right.
But yo, y'all tell us y'all stories. Leave a comment and a like, but definitely tell us your stories. Like we said, title of the video. Is it jealousy? I'm sweating like crazy. It's hot out like
That's why I
100
give you a
degrees out.
tissue.
Is it jealousy? Think about it. Certain little things that your man or your woman do and the reactions that they get from other people. Is it jealousy? Think about what I'm saying. Is it jealousy? I thought I clicked this off. So like I said, is it jealousy?